to this episode of Altitude Extra, and somebody who always brings the extra when he's running the ball, Javonte Williams, second-year running back out of North Carolina for the running Broncos. I got to ask you, when you get the ball in your hand and you see somebody in the hole, I mean, look at me, I'm intimidating. What's the first thing that comes to you? What do you look for when you're a ball carrier? Besides
in that situation, in that situation, I'm gonna look and see if I got space side to side. If not, then I just gotta go through you.
Through me.
I just got to.
But do you assess who it is, though? What if it's somebody that you know is gonna bring it?
We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see who's bringing it the most.
What's the best explosion you've ever had of a guy in front of you that you can recall?
Probably when I was in college. Yeah. I had to block somebody. I think we was playing Wake Forest.
Yeah.
I was like a lead blocker. He didn't even see me coming. And I just like hit him. I think he was out for the whole game.
Anything feel better than that?
Nah.
I mean, that's football.
Yeah.
Where do you think you get your talent from that? Is it just fearlessness? What is it?
I think it's a little bit of fearlessness and the fact that I played linebacker in high school from my freshman year to my junior year. So instead of being the one hitting people, getting hit, I was the one hitting people. So I feel like that just kind of translated to me playing running back.
Yeah, I just thought about that. That's got to help you as a running back because you already know in your mind the strategy of how someone's going to tackle you.
Right.
How do most people try to tackle you?
Most going at my legs. Yeah, I hate that though. I like when people try to tackle me high.
Yeah, well, that's what the NFL's legislated though, right? I mean, that's what they want. They want them to go at your legs. They don't want, and yet that's where most of the injuries occur. Right. That can really sideline a running back. How many times have you been asked in this camp already, how's the knee?
A million times.
And how many times, are you tired of it yet or no?
No, I'm not tired of it because I know people, they just want to know how I'm feeling because a lot of people probably think, oh, they're trying to rush him back, they're trying to do this, do that. But I mean, I feel good, I feel ready to go. It's a blessing just to be in the position I'm in. And just being able to get back on the field after all the hard work that I put in, I'm just happy to be out here.
What's changed between last year and this year in terms of how running backs operate in this offense?
I say this year we got a lot more routes to run. Last year we had a couple routes, but this year I feel like Sean Payton offense built on run first definitely, but we also get out in the open field a lot, running a lot of routes.
How are your hands?
My hand's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, is that a lot of work you had to do in the offseason? Just work on catching passes? Or?
Nah, I think I've been able to catch my whole career. I've been a pretty good catcher.
We've been told that Russ just looks better. He looks different. What do you notice from lining up behind him?
Yeah, just his openness this year. I feel like he a lot more outgoing. He in the locker room a lot more, talking to people.
Is that a big deal for players?
Football?
Yeah.
Definitely. Just the chemistry, just knowing, oh, he gonna have my back when it come down to it. It might be, I might make a mistake, but everybody make mistakes. We all on the same page. We going for the same goal. And just knowing that everybody on the same page and got your back, I feel like that's really one of the biggest things that help a lot of teams.
What was that part of the problem last year? Just because he was new to the team, everybody was new to the team.
Just a lot of newness, yeah. It was a lot of different terminology. He was just coming from Seattle. You got a brand new head coach coming in, a new offensive coordinator, in a new city where everybody putting all the pressure on you. You got to win the playoffs, all that. So I mean, he had a lot of stuff going at him, but he still do. And I feel like this year he just able to take it all in and just perform on the field better.
Is Sean Payton a disciplinarian? How would you characterize it?
I feel like he's more like an old school coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Do you like to be coached up like that?
Yeah, he give me like I say Mac Brown, those type of vibes. The ones that they just know what they want and how they want it, and that's how they're gonna do it until something else show them different.
Have you had any one-on-ones with him?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Do you anticipate any? Does he do it with players, or is it just all team all the time?
I mean, if you're doing something that he don't like, I seen him pull a couple people to the side, but hopefully I stay away from that.
Has the culture of the team changed? Have you noticed under him? Has he changed the way you practice? Did you practice harder? Is there anything to that?
I wouldn't say practice harder, but it's just a lot more like hands-on. Just him telling us what he want, him making sure that everybody doing everything the right way, him walking around the different position groups, and it's whatever he want, that's how he wanted to be. So just that, like I feel like it's just sticking to a straight line. Yeah. That's how he wanted everything to be ran, and that's how we doing it. That's what we needed though.
Well, they need you, obviously. But let me ask you, with all the running back talk now about how you guys aren't treated as fairly as you should be, what made you come back when perhaps you could have sat for a little bit and taken your time? And your contract, running back contracts aren't secure.
Yeah. I mean, the Broncos paid me to They paid me 2 years ago for 4 years to do what I'm supposed to do. So that's what they gave me. I'm gonna give them what they want, and once that's over with, we're gonna see where it goes from there.
So you're not looking toward the future like a lot of these folks are. You just, this is what I do.
Yeah, that's what I do.
This is the role you chose.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back because a lot of people are saying like I might not even play football again with the knee injury that I had. So, or it could have been like 2 or 3 years before I came back. So just me being on the field is a blessing.
So when Jamal Murray got hurt, he's on the bus, and he told Michael Malone, the coach, hey, please don't trade me. I mean, and if you trade me, did you ever have those dark moments where you didn't know if you're going to play again?
Oh, definitely.
I remember being in the bus with him, going to the airport after he did the injury in Golden State the next day, and he had tears in his eyes. And that was the message. Hey, man, you're going to come back from this, and not only are you going to come back, you're going to be better. And that's in that moment, it's really hard to believe that. And his first thought was, man, are you guys going to trade me? And that was his, I'm damaged goods. Are you guys going to trade me now? And I hugged him, and I said, hell no. Like, you're ours.
I know I was in a brace and my leg hurts, but I can't lift my leg. And like, it's like a week of trying to, you know what I'm saying? So that was different. They kept telling me, just take the little wins, lifting your leg, then your first steps, your first jumps, less pain today, just take those, because that's all you're gonna get early on.
Jamal Murray had an ACL, and it took him more than a season. It took him a season and a half to get back into it. So when I found out that you were gonna play this year, I was like, there's no way. How did you do it?
Yeah, it was just God. I mean, God just blessed me, and I really feel like just everybody recovered different. I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody else, but I just feel like mine just came along a lot quicker. And just getting back in the weight room, I feel like that's really where my confidence started to build more and more.
When did you know the recovery was going faster than expected?
Just seeing the other guys that had tore their ACL also, and all the stuff that I had, because mine wasn't just ACL.
It was everything.
It was everything. So just seeing me having the same workouts and things that they had when we was in the training room, I was like, oh, I'm catching up, or I'm on the same track as them.
So when Jamal Murray got hurt, he's on the bus, and he told Michael Malone, the coach, hey, please don't trade me. I mean, and if you trade me, did you ever have those dark moments where you didn't know if you're going to play again?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, the first 2 weeks, I couldn't walk, but the first 2 months was just bad. I couldn't drive. Everybody had to do stuff for me. I got to keep my legs straight at night. You can't bend it, things like that. So, I mean, there was a lot of times where I was like, bro, I might just say forget it. But
and here you are.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Do you still think about it when you run?
Nah, not no more.
How is it absorbing that first hit?
I got tackled the other day in practice on accident. I don't think they were supposed to tackle me, but somebody tackled me and I just popped up.
Didn't care?
Nah, I didn't feel nothing, so that's a good sign. And hopefully, once I get some action in preseason and see how I feel, that's when I really know I'm ready to go.
Will you wear the brace throughout preseason?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why is that? Just for extra security, or is that what they want you to do?
Yeah, they said it's really for a confidence standpoint, just so I don't really think about it much. But as soon as I can get out of it, I'm trying to get out of it, though. Yeah, I don't really like it too much.
I don't blame you. So, how good can this team be?
Very good.
Like what good? Can you beat the Chiefs?
Yeah, we can beat the Chiefs. It's doable.
Can you make the playoffs? This is a playoff team from what you've seen?
Yeah, anybody can make the playoffs. We're gonna have to put some work in, though.
I got to ask you before we say goodbye. College football has changed night and day since you left it. What do you think happens to North Carolina when it's all said and done with all these conferences?
They still gonna be who they is. Ain't nobody beating the Tar Heels.
Yeah, I mean,
nah.
But do you think they'll be part of the bigger scheme of all these big conferences? Or? Do you like what's happening with college football?
Nah, not really. I like how it used to be. I feel like NIL is starting to take over. Teams it's just whoever got the most money, that's gonna be the best now. So, I mean, people say that's how I always been, but I mean, it was a little bit more competitive back then. Now it's just, if you give me this much outcome, we can make a super team.
Yeah, well, that's the way it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, best of luck to you. Love the way you're handling the knee injury and all that stuff, man, and expecting nothing but the best.
I appreciate you.
Javonte Williams.